Hello everyone! Here is my pitch for Nightmare Essence, a Limbo-styled 2D puzzle platformer adventure game where players fight and dodge enemies in order to collect stuffed bunny body parts to escape the Nightmare Realm. The player will be playing as the main character, Absinthe, who is stuck in a nightmare. The player's goals are finding all 10 pieces of her stuffed bunny in all 10 levels, defeat the big boss near the end to collect the last piece of the bunny, and put together Absinthe's stuffed bunny in order to wake her up from the nightmare. In order for the player to accomplish these goals, the players must solve intricate puzzles that get more challenging with each level. Each puzzle contains different things. For instance, some of the easier puzzles will have levers, buttons, or platforms that the player can interact with in order to open doors or lift walls, and have traps of sorts that can kill the players, such as spikes in the floor. Harder puzzles will have harder traps such as hanging maces, a saw, wall that crushes the players, etc. If the player touches any of the traps, it's an instant death and the player gets respawned back at the beginning of the level. Not only does the player have to solve puzzles in each level, but they also must protect themselves from the player's enemies. The player's enemies are monsters of all shapes and sizes that are covered in ooze. The enemies can throw ooze balls at the player, killing the player instantly, so the players must duck or jump over them in order to avoid getting hit. The player can also attack these monsters with an axe that the player will be wielding. For the small monsters, it takes 1 hit to kill them. For the medium-sized ones, 2 hits. And for the large ones, 3 hits. It is the player's decision on whether or not they would like to attack the monsters or dodge them. The development risk in making this game is creating levels that are not hard enough to frustrate the player, but also not easy enough to bore the player, and the game being too similar to every 2D puzzle platformer. Some games that relate to Nightmare Essence are Bloody Trapland and Limbo. Now, do you have what it takes to escape the Nightmare Realm?